All right, folks, College Algebra, here we are for our video for February 26, 2024, Monday, TGIM. Fortunately, I'm not with you. All right, so I made a boo-boo. I did not bring home a copy of the game plan. I know, shame with me. So what I did is we're going to look at 6 SAT questions here before we talk about this special little assignment you should have. All right, so you want to have your 6, 5, 6, 7 game plan out, like the email I sent you says, and then the document that Mrs. Lavoie gave you. All right, so so you're going to go to SAT page E. Look for an E at the bottom. SAT page E. You can pause this if you need to. We're going to talk about number 30. There's a little bit of writing here. I was about 6 minutes into a video, and then I scratched something out on a question, which was silly because everything was done right. Everything was good. And I paused for a few seconds, and I sounded like a big dum-dum. So we just deleted that video. And here we are again. No editing is done at Yak Math Videos, as I'm sure you know. So they talk about, I think it says parabola, right? Y equals x squared minus a. That's what we're concerned about. And the question is, which of these is an equivalent form of this equation right here? So it's cool, and you guys can read it. You guys got A, B, C, and D. What's cool about A, B, and C is that they're conjugates. That's fun. So if you had conjugates, you multiply just by the first and the outer, right? So you got x squared minus a squared. That one is close. All right, and the reason why B is a winner is you have your x squared, and positive times a negative, obviously negative. If you multiply a root by itself, the root cancels. So root A times root A is just A. All right, like A is probably going to be the most, like for the wrong answer, the one that's most often picked. C, I can see why students pick C is because they see A over 2, A over 2. If you add those together, you get a single A. But if you multiply them, you get negative A squared over 4. All right, guys, go here to page F, number 19. And as I commented on the video that has now been deleted, this is Classic Chapter 8. And what I do is when we start looking at this here, which we will before the SAT and PSAT 10, is I set up this equation. I say 7 over 2 minus 4 over 2 equals x over 2. What would x be? And students have no issue telling me that it's 3. Not 3 over 2, but x is 3, right? Because once they see all the denominators are equal, then they know the numerators will make a true statement of equality. That is our goal here, is to get all the denominators equal to each other, so then I can just look north. X plus 2 squared means it's x plus 2, x plus 2. I have that twice. This denominator and this denominator both have 2x plus 2, so simply this denominator needs an extra x plus 2. X plus 2 here, x plus 2 here. All three denominators are now equal. That means up top, I have a statement of equality. All right, so I'm going to write 2x plus 6 minus 2 times x plus 2 is equal to A. Awesome. Do a little distribution up top. 2x minus 2x cancels. What is 6 minus 4? It's 2. 2 equals A. 2 is equal to A. All right, folks, on number 20, what do we have here? We have this triangle. They want us to solve for x. So if I know what this angle is, I can do 180 minus whatever this angle is. Nothing is parallel. Didn't tell us that. So well, they're not. They intersect. So I start here, 180 minus 106, because it's a straight line, is 74. Add these two together. Subtract from 180. I get 83. X is 83. X is 180 minus 83. X is 70, or 97. X is 97. Okay, and here we are. H. Disregard all this. I'm going to rewrite it here. So tickets for a student talent show cost $2 for students and $3 for adults. If Chris spends at least 11, he spends at least 11, but no more than 14. So it's between 11 and 14 on X student tickets and one adult ticket. What is one possible value of X? So we know that he buys one adult ticket. That's going to cost him $3. Plus, every student ticket is $2. All right, so what I wrote before is correct. But I don't know. Brain fart, second guessed it. I have no idea. So this is what happens, is what's happening. $3 plus $2 per each adult ticket. So he spends at least 11, but no more than 14. Okay. This is a very, very easy chapter 1. We did this in chapter 1. Subtract 3 from both and divide by 2. So between 4 and 5.5. So you could have bought 4 or 5. 4 or 5. Choose one. I would have chosen 5 because 4 is the very, very least amount. 5 gives them an extra dollar there. I would have reported 5. The mean age of the first 12 presidents at the time of their inauguration. All right. All of these ages are relatively young compared to what we're seeing right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to add up all 12 ages. I think you get 703. Divide it by 12. 58.56 says round to the nearest tenth. 58.6. Easy peasy. All right, so you've got this expression, and it can be written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c. That is standard form for a quadratic. And then what's the value b? So it's asking, like, what is the middle term then? So multiply everything by a -2. Now be careful here. It makes this -2x into a positive 4x. All we care about is what middle term is b. Now I simplified everything. You'd get that, and the middle term is 9. B is 9. So we had one where we had to like add a, b, and c. This simply wanted to know what is the middle term. All right, folks. Make sure you have those answers because we're going to do the other SAT questions on Tuesday. So here's what you need to do on your college algebra 226-24 page. Make sure your name is on this because you're going to turn this in at the end of the hour. Okay, you've got a sheet that has 1 through 8. So I'm going to write down each question. I have written down each question. There's the first question. We're going to write that down. That is number 1. You're going to take the cubed root of 54, x to the 13th, y to the 8th over z to the 6th. I'm going to break it down. So your TI-30XS calculator, multi-view. I can't help you really with the cube root of 54. You need to break that down. That's 27.2. Everyone's got to break that down. 27 is 9 and 3. 9 is 3 and 3. You need 3 to break out a radical jail. You need triple 3. You need a triplet there. So 3 goes on the outside. Cubed root, make sure to put 3 up there, of 2. 3 goes into 13 4 times. 1 left over. 3 goes into 8 2 times. 2 left over. 3 goes into 6 twice. It's an ESPN notification telling me that my Salukis are tipping off. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. So what is the 4th root of 48? Holy cow, you need 4 of a kind to bust out of this radical jail. So 48 is 8 times 6, 2 times 24, 16 times 3. What is 16? 4 and 4. And what's 4? 2, 2. 2, 2. There's your 4.